be the second best.
Yeah.
Would it be a player?
There are some slick inventories out there.
Yeah.
Let me throw a bone to Twists.
Oh, true. Okay.
Twists.
Yeah, I got you.
Yes, he's got like 6 pairs of gloves. But let's get into the pistol. Okay, we've kept you guys waiting. We've kept you guys waiting. And now the action properly begins. And a la Furia fashion, it begins quick. They start to challenge outdoors, and it costs them a body right away. Art, however, is inside of the locker room trying to challenge with hell, and he will take down Tarek, but Tarek actually got a kill. Now this CT push into ramp, K Serrato cleans it up! 3 kills with the Glock.
El Monstro.
And that puts Ethan to the clutch. K Serrato, that's nasty, but this could be even better. Ethan, quick, slick tap into Art. Keeps all of his HP essentially, and, well, on for the 1v3, getting jump spotted, knows where both of these T's are at, decides to try and close this distance. Vinny, not sure which side he peeks, but just dodging him. Very well played by Vinny, who then picks up the headshot and gives Furia the opening round.
Clean moves. Very nicely done. Of course, it all comes down to K Serrato, because the trades before this are actually quite good, but then it's pretty much even numbers after the 3K hold spray down. Like a spray down with the Glock, all headshots. Beautiful stuff. I mean, he's top of the game at the moment, out from what we saw on that last map. Him, Yuri. Art's a little bit hot and cold, but insanely hot on Inferno, and pretty decent on Mirage as well. Pistol round of the last map with elimination on the line. Both teams suffering a best-of-3 loss yesterday, and now potentially going to eliminate one another. Fortunately, both North American teams are half HP, trying to make some presence outside. He was doing the same thing versus G2 yesterday. Jumping around from Mini quickly early into the round.
Oh, there's a good peek. The 1-2 from Breeze.
Oh, wow.
It was a distraction run by Ethan, but Art, he slipped into another tricky spot. He's got a player up above him.
Yeah, that's quite a punish.
Ooh. And Art
he knows.
Gets Cirque as he tried to stick the landing. Still really nice distraction served there by Ethan. Allows for Breeze to peek into both of those keys. And Tarek, well, he hits the Deeg shot as Breeze comes out with that AK. Breeze, 3 kills on the round. Upgrading into the AK just makes his job all the easier. And Vinny's job seems impossible. But he does get that quick tap into Stan. Now at a distance, that scout's still in play. And he is the bomb carrier. This is one of those unthinkable rounds for Vinny. You'd assume he couldn't win this, but they are giving him routes. Maybe he challenges into the A site. Currently, Breeze is back behind the silos. He's been spotted. Vinny dodges the spam, dives down into the vents. There's a player towards Decon, and he's going to run right into him. Ethan, easy pickup with that MP9. Good reposition in the downtime to give EG their force buy win.
Yeah, if he was confident, then he might assume a player's in secret waiting for him there and wouldn't expect him coming down the vent. But of course, he was spotted, and there was someone down there ready in that position. This is a great punish with the double peek. It seemed like K Serrato was at a very, very powerful spot as Art made progress outside, but they all got caught off guard. A huge round from Evil Geniuses to bring it back, and it looked like Furia really stood no chance. They'll immediately buy back into this with pistols of their own. And, yeah, they make fast progress out of Squeaky, but they are getting Molotov down. A player and a half, but we're already downstairs. But, will they get the... Well,
Yep.
They actually get the... Oh, they'll get the plant off. That's all they really wanted.
Ethan finds the headshot, so the retake's already underway. Art, he slips out, almost finding Tarek backside,
Yeah.
but Breeze gives good cover. Cirque drops down onto the bomb. It's just a matter of making sure nobody goes down here. Even though they got away with the bomb plant, 5 guys alive for EG would be awesome for their economy.
Close the door, maybe.
And the future of this CT start.
Terrified.
Yeah, right?
I feel like there is so many moments here, like things could have gone wrong. Living in perpetual fear, but they win. They win. That's all that really matters. This is, well, that, I mean, the fact that, Furia score a bomb plant is actually pretty massive. They will buy. They will buy. Not everybody can do the same. Art with the full kit as well. Maybe the AK should be dropped over to somebody who's less likely to die with full grenades. but they are investing. This one might catch EG off guard. Depends how they play this, but they're using a lot of utility, so it looks like EG, they're going to be on full alert for a rifle round. An interesting decision to kind of go for a buy like this and also let the other team know right away. But I mean, Art needed to get rid of his grenades regardless. This is, yeah.
Good first kill. Figuring out where Stanislaw got off to. Art, wow, just pirouettes through the sky.
Was that like the biggest jump of all time? Did he go higher than normal? Like, I don't understand how he exo jumped over Mini.
Long jump world record. Flashbang beyond Cirque, who peeks off of the second one. That second flash looked like it blinded a couple of Furia's players, and all of a sudden, despite that 5v4, things are going the opposite direction that Furia would hope for. Yikes. A little awkward outside with that one.
Yeah, it was.
Cirque very comfortable for this peak.
Another punish. They put her to a halt. They're not really doing anything now. They're chilling and waiting, and Cirque has open lines. He can play as passively as he wants to. Just going to check on this angle every once in a while to make sure he's not being wrapped upon, and then he can try to punish the guy up in front, but Caserado happy to take that duel. Actually a 3-on-3 position. AK recovered for Vinny as well.
20 seconds. That's what kind of makes things awkward. Tarek, I believe he's sitting on top of the site, so if they boil this down to the last 5 seconds, Tarek could easily just stop the bomb plant. And there's no time to redirect to A. They just can't make it. Or can they? Ethan just literally plugging the hole, stops it with his body. Oh, the body block.
I don't think it mattered, but what mattered was not getting the kill right away at the vent.
Yeah, Ethan.
He didn't have time to plant.
Clogs that drain like a hairball.
That would have been the perfect fake, really, because it was so late that you just really didn't feel like there was enough time. But the guy at the top of the vent made sure that it was safe to rotate in the first place. So here's the opening. Kill by Cirque. Great job by him, really. Delaying, getting information, getting these one of these next 2 players. And I think you were saying it was a team flash?
Yeah, one of the 2 keys just threw it. Yep.
And then, yeah, he got outdueled by Caserado. But that was about as close as the round got for Furia from that point on.
Furia still pieced together a purchase. So they are capable here in the 5th round. But if they lose this one, I suppose they do already have 3 rounds of loss bonus behind them. Evil Genius is looking to stabilize this CT side early on. A little bit of spam coming through from Yuri. Not much presence shown outdoors, unlike that previous round. Stanislaw keeps his eyes on it, but it's very much ramped the intended target. And we've got Tarek boosted on top of boxes. Cirque and Breeze currently kind of mid-rotation towards Hell. So if Tarek dies quickly, if they hard clear this, then maybe there's going to be a couple sets of eyes over towards that secondary peak. Art, he walks right in. Tarek gonna buy his time. You
gotta be careful. He might get clear.
Well played, Tarek. Misses a couple of first shots, goes for the labored spray, and he crouches down into the cover still. Caserado is able to get him with just the pistol, but damage significantly done. Vinny down to 3 HP, and Ethan, sitting inside of the Heisenberg, could swing this door at any moment, does so, peeks wide, Vinny drops and dies, and then the door swings closed.
Okay, bomb immediately gets planted. Ethan can swing the door if he'd like to. They have control of the back of the vents now. It comes down to Stanislaw. Oh, Ethan! He'll come back and see him over the cusp of the staircase, leaving Caserado in a 1v3. You might call him a 1v3 specialist, but not versus Ethan. What an amazing round from Ethan. All of those 3 kills were equally as impressive as the last. And a 4-1 start now for Furia. They're looking, or for EG, they're looking so much better than Furia in a way that we didn't see on the other maps. I actually didn't like how far he let them out. And the only reason is sometimes when you let players out, you can line them up. But because of the different positions that they can be in, it can be really hard on your aim to put together those 2 kills. And a lot of the times, there's absolutely no presence inside the ramp. Like, the third guy might just clear you, boosted up there. But he still manages to get the 1 kill, helps a lot for the second as well. And puts himself in a position to not die very quickly. Arc dinks him 2 times through the box.
Yeah. Still manages to stand. That crouch was so crucial for Tarek just to extend his life a little longer.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a clean drop. No one's actually rotated down. This is a very big gap in the defense on the CT side.
Stan here's the crossover.
Oh, I see. I see why they do that now. They're trying to save one smoke by working on that angle, so they don't throw the triple cross diagonal smoke.
2 kills here for Furia, but they get caught by that lobby crunch. 3 guys on EG's side go charging into lobby, hit it like a trident. In the end, it skewers through, but a bomb plant down on the B site regardless. Yuri's going to hold off on the left side of ramp, and with that smoke on the opposing side, it does kind of funnel Tarek towards this crosshair. No utility for Furia to block off vision. Tons of flashbangs here for EG. They decide to give them a little bit of room to work with. Check out EG just walking outward, silently looking to slip into this retake. Quick first kill. Yuri down beneath him, gets a second, and we're back into the clutch. But Ethan, he's on top of that bomb, and he's got the kit down to 2 seconds. K-Serrano can't quite find him, and EG take their fifth.
Oh, another big move from Ethan. He had to stick it. Really didn't have a choice. The amount of time left on the clock. And so that gave K-Serrano the keys to open the door and go for the spam, but there was enough smoke to remove the points of reference to allow him to guise the point at which the bomb was planted. There was no idea there for K-Serrano that it was more to the right. And a 5-1 start here for Evil Geniuses. Thought the post plant looked pretty solid overall. They got down there fast.
All of these bomb plants, all of these quick rounds, though, the economy is kind of unstable still for EG, and we're just getting buy after buy with Furia. They compromise a bit of utility each time, but this one's pretty strong. We've got Art back on the op, and he's currently looking outdoors. He just saw Breeze fall off of Hell, and he gets a quick haircut. Stanislaw, good recovery there. 2 kills on the side of the smoke. We've got the eyes of Cirque through the AUG scope, looking to extend the man advantage, but Stan is doing it all. And K-Serrano yet to be able to recover. That bomb's been thrown to the dirt outdoors. A silent walkout here shows the head, but nothing can be done about it. Cirque, there's a player down beneath him who hasn't quite looked up yet. Honda will find that frag, and now it's back to the 2v2. But Evil Geniuses, they can rely on the information gained by Stan. That bomb was in his possession. It gets covered in smoke, and the fire doesn't hit the mark. So now, a 2v2 post plant.
Yeah, they could. Oh, I guess they'll just plant upstairs. They can watch heaven if they want to. Anything works here. The CTs have rotated over, however. They know the bomb's planted front sight. They know that he is also back there. Now, they should be pretty confident about where the last 2 players are. That's one dead. Another shows himself. And Tarek finally settles his scope, looking for the nade in between the bomb site. He gets a tad bit of damage off, but not nearly enough to matter. And will he win this 1v1? He's already low on ammo. Low on hope as the time ticks down. And the duel comes his way, but K-Serrano eventually just wins.
Yeah,
he looks like he's favored the whole time, basically, and then doesn't drop it, fumble the ball at the end.
So, huge recovery made possible by K-Serrano and Honda, walking out onto that A-bomb site without the bomb in possession, because Stanislaw did an incredible job outdoors that round.
Absolutely. Yeah, all the mini presence or pressure punished Art for missing a shot as well. And what can you say besides that? That's great. Like, so many things firing off here. The story is really changing now, right? Because it feels like we were just counting down until Evil Geniuses and when they would get eliminated from this event. But now, oh my gosh. Okay, there's a lot going on here. Tons of damage here on Vinny and Art. But we are back into the game. And not exactly sure what happened, but it looked like Evil Geniuses, as you mentioned, economic instability resulted in some weird buys for them. And now that they've lost 1 round, we've got Fury on the max loss bonus, plus a buy. And the only saving grace for EG is this op, and the fact that they've already done significant damage, even though some of it is unconfirmed.
Yeah, a lot of that was through the squeaky doors. That's actually where K-Serrano dies. You can see blood splatter on both sides, but more significant is the damage versus Furia. Ethan, stationed up top, sees the barrel of the AK. Honda gets the better of him, but that is now 3 players from Furia significantly tagged, 2 of which on the cusp of death. And sure enough, there it is. A crescendo of kills comes in from EG, and now they're looking to stabilize equally across the board. Everybody still stands for the counter-terrorists. Vinny, difficult clutch attempt here to get anything done. Even a bomb plant would be a bit of a miracle with so many players on A.
Damn. And yeah, as I was saying, it felt like it kind of felt like we're counting down minutes until Fury actually win the series. because it felt like they were coming back on the second map. They're so strong on the first map. And, you know, Nuke is totally fine for them. Plus the head-to-head is favoring them for what that's worth. But now Evil Geniuses, they're having that strong start, but they don't look like they're going to falter. They actually look much stronger than they even did over on Mirage at the beginning of the game. And now I'm starting to question, like, do Furia have a lot in the tank? It feels like they're starting to get a little bit fuzzy. Things are getting scary for the Brazilians.
They don't have that round loss they were relying on for the consistent buys. This one's going to have to be at half-mast.
Now, while it would be a shame that the way that they stay in Europe is versus a North American team, it would still be a huge stamp because this is a team that was dominating them in the the first half of last year. The second half as well, pretty much just never really let loose, let go.
Also, a majority of the team that came to Europe had a slow start, similar to Evil Geniuses, but then kind of ramped it up over time, right? We saw some significant improvements. So for EG to come back and take a notch off Furia would just mean maybe Evil Geniuses will also have that kind of trend, slowly improving, but doing it fast enough to keep themselves alive in this event. Oh, Ethan, he's going to get that final kill. Nice little scout shot comes through from Vinny, but that's the only frag for Furia, and they now trail by 5.
I think, yeah. Attack pause that could be used just to chill out for a second. Discuss what's going on, but I think they're definitely not playing as clearly as they did versus G2 yesterday at the moment. And EG getting very comfortable, looking super solid. Only thing that I think is missing right now, and it feels like there's just a little bit of pressure that's missing when they're going for pushes. Like if they're attempting to go for their outside lurk to have a little bit more pressure around Squeaky, take the attention away from the mini guy, keep the Heaven guy busy so he doesn't peek outside as much. Try to draw attention as much as possible. Right now, it feels like it's a bit too quiet on some of the server and their T rounds, and they're also getting punished when they're crossing outside a little bit too often by rifles as well. Maybe not expecting EG to play with so much prophylaxis outside when the cross smokes come down, even though they're leaving a gap deliberately. You see this kind of rifler is not being shy about peeking this and making sure to get information. They also want to, I think, interrupt the smoke there.
Risky business here from Tarek. 3 players on the other side of this. Begins to fade, and he gets nothing. But all the while, Yuri has died outdoors. Stan, pretty consistent in his success outside. However, because Art dropped down through vents...
Ooh, they have secret as well. So, yeah,
all clear.
It's free plant, but there's still some utility here. Lots of health remaining for the CTs, and they're starting to move in on this retake. But Ethan, he definitely gets shot in the back of the head, right? No, but he still died.
Tried to clear it. Still panning out well for Evil Geniuses, piecing together the retake with a man advantage still held on to, and Vinny only 4 HP. A lot of this pressure falls onto K Serato, and he's going to play over towards the decon. We've got the double retake from ramp from Evil Geniuses, and Vinny, I mean, he's calling out the retake angle, but a player drops down onto the bomb. K Serato will get his kill versus Cirque, and that flash could be massive. A little bit of a challenge. The bomb's being stuck. He gets both kills, but just in the nick of time, EG defuse for their 8th.
Damn. We're getting waning moment defuses, but this time it's happening to Furia instead of for Furia.
How close is that clock?
Honestly, so nicely played, and the flash almost goes deep enough. If he found that pool angle from Heisenberg, that would have been a clutch to remember. Man, he barely, just after, within a second, within half a second. A really, really nice attempt, but still they lose. And Evil Geniuses are standing up to the fact that Furia have kept so many rounds close that they're, the loss bonus has been in their favor.
Waiting for the peak on ramp. Honda, good for 1. Cirque's op trades. Ethan remains just outside of the Squeaky, and he's got K Serato dead to rights. Breeze from the rafters gets another. Barely any HP here for Furia to work with in another man disadvantage.
Damn, they're actually doing it. Yuri and Art, very low HP, not much to work with, and it feels like they're always starting the round on half or less HP. I'm not even sure if these nades are coming in through the into the back of Squeaky or if this verse is outside. But there's so much early damage. I feel like they're just wishing for this half to be over at this point. They're getting bullied. I don't really see a way back in at this moment. I'm liking the ideas from Evil Geniuses and that double push. They kind of make a sacrifice with one player, but Cirque staying alive with control on the op, on the ramp, I think is way more important than keeping a member alive on the CT side. So that's just so much of a mental win, knowing Furia aren't going to come back into that angle. And oh, that could be free. Yeah, Breeze knows he got spotted. Vent is an idea. He can plant. They can plant upstairs. They're actually in a 2v2 retake now. That is a very unlucky death for Breeze. Almost gone to his position safely.
Ethan decides not to jump up from vent. Understandably, that'd be an awful duel for him to take. Cirque's gonna go ahead, drop a smoke outside of Heaven, tries to find a better angle. Art is going for a massive wraparound all the way to Heaven.
Oh, man.
Now that bomb is not planted for him. It sits in the front of the site, but if Yuri just buys enough time, then this is pushing Art into a winnable situation, and Yuri gets that kill towards Mini. Cirque's gonna go ahead and tap that bomb, tries to elicit peeks from all directions, and sure enough, Art, he's already out from Heaven. So this is a round win from Furia, a critical kill versus Breeze in the rafters of the A site.
No way. I can't believe they actually were able to win that round. Could have been a great play from Art there. One thing I love about it is the fact that EG have been consistently taking a hell of a long time on their retakes. So there's a point where you can actually ensure a victory if you know they're going to let the time on the clock tick down halfway. But yeah, Breeze basically took a step into the corner, realized I'm screwed. They spotted me. He comes out for the peak and then loses a duel he was supposed to lose anyway. But at least tried to compensate with some damage, but couldn't delay, allow them to get upstairs, get the bomb down. And Furia, are they potentially back into the game? We've got 2 MP9s and a 5-7 on Stanislaw. Now finally their economy's catching up to them.
Crucial round win. It's not the first time EG have been in this kind of a pickle. But Art just gonna swing that op downstairs as fast as he possibly can. Honda's sitting inside of this ramp room waiting for this. Remember, last time he got the kill on the front runner and died to Cirque, who sure enough still sitting on the very same angle. Vinny gets killed, Cirque swaps to the sidearm, and back for the third. Op, USP, and Op back at it. Ethan's peak from Hut in a 4 versus 2 just confirms that Furia's on the back foot. Now, the only thing I can see going well here is Art's potential to work up from ramp. He's focusing over on Breeze, calls him out, but misses his chance, and just like that, EG dodge another economic bullet.
Damn, they actually do it off the back of Cirque, and that ramp play again. I love the call. I think it's worked out so successfully in that previous round. They do it again. I love how it's SMG versus SMG, just to highlight the economic disparity of these, honestly, are just like how little money both teams have. And Cirque, man, that was some confident plays right there. The USB second shot, the op re-peak with the great flick. He's been hot and cold, honestly, like this last year, but right now, super hot.
Super hot. Yeah, they're down there, Yuri.
The crowd would cheer. Yeah.
Ah, crowds. Miss you guys.
So I don't know where this half goes from now. I mean, Furia win that last round. It was really good, but they were honestly a little bit lucky to even do that.
Counter-terrorists win.
EG just look like the more solid entity.
We have some ridiculously close rounds, though, for both directions. You know, if Furia get away with that last one, it's one thing, but just enjoy this. Getting Vinny over Honda's shoulder, coming back with the headshot, and the op swap for a third as he's being taken down to 40 HP. Vinny's pissed.
Yeah. They didn't give him a chance, though. That was so well done by Cirque. Yeah, he knows how important that would be. That would actually, maybe result in an 8-7 half. With a comeback from Furia, they could have won that round. EG would have been dead broke. Fortunately for Furia, they can still afford some guns themselves. They've got a very similar buy to what EG had versus them last round. Op in the hands of Art. They're going to go for the red box boost, it looks like. And Cirque is sitting out in the back of hell, and they're just trying to catch anybody floating out in the middle because we have seen Stanislaw coming in and around this box, but he's only attracted to the smokes. Right now, there's nothing there to draw him forward. And Cirque has this hard line. He's not going to leave for now. But Furia also don't cross it. However,
Stan, easy first pickup.
been good outside, man. And they haven't found him once again. He puts up a kill, and he gets the info.
Yeah, Stanislaus shown us a multitude of flavors on that outer hold. Constant repositions, constant levels of aggression. And this time it's the passiveness. Ooh, but Yuri, nice peek into Cirque there. That's his second kill on the round. Trying to unravel this A site. Ethan just staying tucked on the door of Hut. Only flashbangs left here for EG. 30 seconds to the clock, and they start to trickle in. Honda, a little bit of damage, but Ethan able to hold him back. And now Furia, they've got to consider the option of dropping down to B, which is exactly what's going on because K Serrato's cleared it out. This is going to be another post plant, but how many post plants have we seen where EG still walk away with the win? If K Serrato gets hyper aggressive and extends into the ramp, then maybe he cuts this off before it gets rolling, but Tarek quick in with a kill, and a trade frag from Ethan means double digits on the side of EG.
Oh, such a big deal that EG are able to keep a player advantage every single time the bomb is going to go down. A health advantage, a utility advantage, what have you. And they have enough time to come through, even with the open site plants that are coming down. There's never anybody to try to interrupt as the bomb is getting planted, but there's always enough members alive to make sure they look like they're the favored team in those late round situations. A nice kill onto Yuri as he impresses with that great op duel one over Cirque inside of Hell, and that could have been everything, that one engagement, but the peak was just too sick. We saw it from Ethan's perspective. Yuri, you did not stand a chance.
Furia losing out on the chance of bringing back this half. They are giving themselves a very small margin of error to work with on the CT side.
Best case, they're looking for 5 rounds now, it looks like. Yeah, won't write it off. I think definitely the T sides are, I think, it's harder to incorporate someone new into the T sides. I'm sure that's what they would say as well. And from what we've seen from K Serrato and Yuri, they're not going to be easy to overcome on the CT side, but EG setting themselves up for success in a very big way and still have potential for a 12-3 half. 12-3 half is where I draw the line.
Okay. Ooh, there it is. Art gets the better of Cirque. Stanislaw, one and done. Breeze able to get himself a double. Well, Yuri will find it, and here comes K Serrato coming out from Hut. Or rather, Squeaky, excuse me. Tarek relegated to the bottom bomb site. Looking like a fourth for Furia, unless Tarek's got a little clutch factor to sprinkle into this first half.
They've been continuously going for these two-man post-plant situations, getting the bomb down nice and quickly. This is just not going to be an easy retake for Tarek, and I think the money maybe doesn't even permit him to go for this unless it's like, close to guaranteed. Yeah, prediction calls it 9%. He's walking into the lobby, and oh my god, that's actually a first free kill. So now
wow,
he has the keys to give it a shot. Bombs planted front sight, and the player is opposite vent. It's gonna get cleared out. Tarek wins it with time to defuse.
Damn, Tarek. I mean, finding that timing on Yuri, who's just haphazardly walking around in lobby, that's massive.
Oh
Tarek
my god, that's huge.
Doesn't even blink, but yet another, I mean, add it to the pile of rounds where Furia have some kind of a post plant and just lose out. This is obviously a disadvantageous retake from Tarek until he gets that kill on Yuri, and K Serrato has a very real chance at getting the better of that duel.
Wow.
Tarek looking crisp.
With that first kill, he was really on for it, and it put, coming in for that flank, they just had no idea that was possible, but you obviously would not sit at opposite vent if you knew they were coming out of butt like that. And so that's why that worked so well. But immediately Tarek dies into the next round. Revenge here for K Serrato, but it's not the full round win. And they take some damage in response. Rotations, emergency, as the CTs just sound the alarms. They get downstairs as quickly as possible. Stanislaw gets hurt in the process.
K Serrato's gonna drop that bomb real quick. Another retake situation here for Evil Geniuses. They've already won 6 rounds by way of defuse. They're looking for a 7th at the end of this half. But normally in these retakes, they've got a man advantage, or they've got a decent bout of positioning. This is one where Furia have been given enough time and an extra player to really hunker down. and look to close this half with a 4th round win. So many chances for Furia in this half, and despite it being shaken round after round, the foundation of Evil Geniuses was enough to finish this half with a commandeering lead, 11-4, as we move this over to Furia's CT side.
Not have the crosshair for this. I do not know this is moss spray, so let's see how I do. Yeah, that was so bad. My sound's too low for this. Alright, I'm really bad at jumping and KZing, so this is scary for me. And I can never hit this jump in matches. Oh my gosh.
One-third of the rounds in that first half are won by a team who has a single player left alive. 7 of the 11 from EG by way of defuse, Mohan. Could that have been any closer?
No, yeah, definitely couldn't have been. I mean, some incredible retakes. Definitely the best we've seen in the tournament so far, consistently from EG, but that's what we expect from their like world-class ED sides. Okay, maybe not world-class in terms of form right now, but they've definitely shown some very high peaks in that regard. Breeze dies here versus K Serato, who has been an absolute rock, and he's showing more of his form on this pistol round after the 3K in the first. And yeah, I think, you know, EG at their peak, definitely contenders, you know, on an international stage. Their CT sides are stuff we talk about. And at least today they're showing a glimpse of some of that form, is all I meant by that. But yeah, they know they've still got a little bit of work to do and some proving to do on their T side as well. And Furia will test it for sure.
Yeah, Furia, they have 7 guns. Vinny, 2 of them right here behind the A site, gets the headshot versus Ethan, and it's a pistol round win for Furia. A sigh of relief in the Brazilian camp, no doubt.
Yeah, of course, as Onic always talks about, the deceptive scoreline, that's 11-4. With the pistol for the losing team, a couple of anti-ecos, it's all back into the realm of possibility. But so far, I think today we've seen a consistent theme of like the team with a lead like this, they just have closed it out, even if it's close, just more rounds to work with. No investment here for EG. Just going to wait until this next round to put a buy together. How will they attempt to score a plant is the question.
Without a single flashbang, it's going to be tough to get past these funnel points. All right, I like the idea. Somebody's bound to come to lobby, right? Oh, and the bait with the sound cue, as if they had gone up onto the roof. Well, listen, man, you get points for creativity.
Gotta try stuff, yeah.
Okay, guys, I think about it.
Okay. Get the bomb to the end zone. Name of the game. Okay, so he's got a scent. He knows somebody is there.
They've actually gotten footing downstairs.
Yeah, they did. They did run this far now. Hold on a second. Has the rotation even come through?
Oh.
Okay, if Honda could let them plant.
No
Oh, that's a win.
He's in the middle. Okay.
Okay, no plant.
But now a second chance.
No
I mean,
chance, no chance.
Ethan, 25 HP? No, not going to happen. That got weird. Which I feel like is the entire
bad.
plan of a round like that.
Yeah.
Get things weird.
84 years later.
12 hours later.
Hog up. MP9 for Vinny, Caserado, and Honda, I think. Oh, no, we got an M4.
Yes, sir.
Silenced for Vinny.
The A1S. Let's see it. Art playing hyper-aggressive outside yesterday versus G2. Kind of got turned back by Nico.
Got dumpstered.
Just because of Nico's ability. We'll see if Evil Geniuses can stop it as well, or whether he tries something different here today. We'll find out as this T side from EG continues on. But in the first round, Art doesn't get too aggressive, goes for a little bit of a peek, and then chills inside of Mini, lets those smoke fades, and now he's getting curious, but ooh, he falls off at the angles just as they were about to round the corners. We do still have Yuri as well behind Blue Box, closer towards CT spawn, keeping an eye outdoors as Evil Geniuses group back up in lobby.
Damn. You know how nerve-wracking it is to see this? Look, and they actually have that smoke that allows them to push as well. This is a really cool play by Furia. They're almost like safely clearing this out. And now they get they close the distance a little bit with their MP9. This is insanely cool. Like, tactically, they're going to boost, but I don't think they'll be able to see anything unless it's the corner of the smoke. And just looking for a boost up into the lobby. And they sit back and wait. They don't want to give them this much space, but there's an op on the other side.
Ooh, and Art sees more. Second shot's his. Vinny's gonna find the kill versus Tarek. Breeze trades, stand blind, gets another kill, and it's a 2v2 nonetheless. Yuri up in heaven though. Ooh, he slides down into the bomb site.
I think he's in a better spot now, though.
I think so too. But Stanislaw's gonna circumvent this by going over on Squeaky, and Breeze hits what is a crucial headshot. Pushes Honda, who is having a hard time on Nuke, into the 1v2.
Okay.
He is 7 and 16.
Breeze, did he make noise? Or is just
Maybe he's been told to save.
Where's Art's op?
Must be over towards
With Squeaky?
Squeaky.
I guess he might just try to go for that since it's there. Stands watching this flank, so they can potentially not get caught off guard in this position. This is like the Tarek move, basically, the 1v2. This is exactly the same positions, except for we're switching teams. And Honda doesn't get the first kill.
Yeah,
and there's not
watching.
as much time on the bomb as well. So they do not win. Wow. Nice. Breeze gets the critical frag instead of Breeze being the critical frag.
Yep.
As he was in the first half.
Let's say that frag from Breeze here on the A site. And additionally, when Stanislaw is blind and gets the frag into the hut player. Because if Stan dies in that situation instead, then all of a sudden that squeaky push seems impossible for Breeze, or you just let him have that bomb site, play together in your man advantage. So maybe Lady Luck blessing Stanislaw with his blind spray down, but look what it nets them. Yeah. Not only a 6-round lead, but pistols in the hands of Furia.
That was such a sick lobby setup too, man.
Really unique round of Counter-Strike.
I mean, it worked out so well in those few moments. Then they just like push really hard to try to get back some compensation for the players they lost, and they were rewarded. And yeah, EG, you know, worst teams would lose to that easily. So Ramstack here. So they're hoping EG will go for some kind of fake to ramp or just straight up bust out this way. But a couple of players intentionally crossing at this point. Don't know how hard they'll commit. we'll see. Ramp's a great spot. It's kind of like the middle on Nuke, more so than outside, just because it's just connecting A and B, like for the T's coming to take it, going lower, ramping heaven. Not a place you can plant, but definitely very, very valuable.
So many players over towards ramp that A will be found empty. Art tried to peek for a little bit of information, loses his head, and the round slides the way of Evil Geniuses. So this T side now already starting to find itself success. Evil Geniuses doing something that Furia couldn't throughout their entire T side, and that's win more than one round in a row.
Operation kill without dying. You're already in the easy part of the round. Breeze, I mean, really no point in him even attempting this anymore on 45 HP. They all want to save their AKs. That is definitely the most important part at this point. And they are patrolling their escape. Seems like they might be able to do this safely. Okay. Anyone tell him that they were potentially flanking through the ramp? Circle grab 2, 1 casualty, but EG 13-6.
Yep.
And at least we've got an op. I saw that get dropped on into Art's hands. And you know, because there's no Nico in the server, we'll wait and see if Art can take advantage of outside, because I don't know, I've never seen anything like that. Like Nico with a rifle going outside every single round, winning outside by himself, no support on any of those rounds, killing Art like 4 or 5 rifle rounds in a row with just an AK. And I'm thinking like, well, you can't blame Art for trying again with an op, but he was just getting outplayed. Now, I'm sure he learned a lot from that situation, but at the same time, hopefully it didn't strip too much of his confidence in attempting it. So he might need that again here today. But I guess Art wouldn't be Art if every time he made an aggressive play and it didn't work, he changed his play style, right? He's the guy who doesn't give up in that regard and just continuously plays safer until you're playing the most boring, safe version of Counter-Strike possible. He keeps the dream alive.
A challenge here in the hands of Furia. A huge deficit in terms of round count. One of the toughest spots we've seen them yet in this series. But there's a chance because they have a bye. Their utility already almost all expended. They'll have 3 smokes left as we do see EG start to suss out the ramp room, and the only thing holding them back is K-Serrato with a Mag 7. He puts down the smoke, which actually welcomes them in. That works out perfectly for at least the first kill, but it's immediately traded, and they do send Furia scrambling down to the B bomb site. Yuri teasing towards the doorway. Ethan's gonna jump up into the front of the site. He is the bomb carrier, and Cirque, aggression through control. Now that's going to give them exactly what they need. Ethan covered from all directions, and another smoke towards Decon. Poor Furia can't even get this retake rolling.
Yeah.
Look how much control EG have, and it's kill after kill for the offense.
Damn, punish the weak position. K-Serrato potentially could have peeked out for 2, spammed through the smoke by Breeze, and the Breeze train did not stop. Getting into lower, they threw their smokes out early. Art misses a shot inside of control window. That could have made a difference. Ethan was camping on the other side of the door, but I don't think he had the intention to swing it open. Would have delayed the plant potentially. We didn't see how the shot got missed, but I can pretty much visualize what it looked like in that exchange between him on the stairs and his opponent in the control room. That's tough. 14 rounds for EG and Furia. Do they even stand a chance at this point?
It doesn't feel like it.
It is non-stop, and EG look like the two-sided team here on Nuke.
And this does not feel like Mirage.
And they've lost 3 of the last 4 times they played against Furia on this map, and one of those maps, only one of those maps even went to the double digits in their losses, so it's been pretty much nothing but one-way stomps. It's definitely a better version of EG, but I'm quite surprised that this has happened to Furia, given the first 2 maps and how good they looked.
Waning few moments here of Nuke by the looks of it.
Oh, he got spotted up top. That's something we should keep an eye on. I think he's gonna, he's just punished for that completely.
Molotov lands on him.
Molotov too.
Yeah, that's just no chance there for Art in this one.
Oof, he'll have to call on his support.
4v5 situation, as EG have all of the momentum in the world. They only needed 4 rounds on the T side to confirm OT, and they've got 3 of them in the opening 5. Furia falls silent.
Yeah, their captain is dead, and EG are just adding some time to the clock, and their default slowing it down. They got that opening kill. It takes the edge off, but now they just need to cool off. Yuri's hunting around, trying to overstaff upstairs, but in this time, a gap in the defense, and they'll walk towards lower. Honda, long-range FAMAS from Turnpike, could potentially get 1 kill. It's definitely in a tradable spot, and Breeze has been a tank on the entries. I think he's headed in this direction as well. Oh, man.
Lower control completely in their
Wow.
pocket. Honda, he's about to get a face full of lead if Cirque has it his way. Or
He's
if
spotted.
either of the teammates can trade. Honda creeping back ever so slightly, sees the shoulder. Cirque's already beyond that point, and Breeze, well, he's got that quick headshot. Tarek follows suit, 5 versus 2. Evil Geniuses are going to casually stroll into a 15th round win.
This will be their most dominant map in recent memory, on top of it being a win. I mean, this is just insane for their confidence. We're up to 15-6. That's crazy. I don't even know what to say at this point. Of course, you know, Furia, they've got nothing better to do right now than give every single round their all. And there is, of course, still a chance they can pull this off, but it's just so incredibly unlikely at this point. But with so much on the line, you've just got to sit and wait, because surely they don't give up.
No, of course not, but 9 map and match points, elimination on the line. And a fresh-faced Furia could be the first victim here at the Blast Global Finals. Art, he went for the unorthodox spot, gets called out by the Molly, and gets slaughtered. Breeze, this duel versus Honda. I mean, AK over FAMAS is definitely a part of that, but Honda has been struggling on Nuke, and we did have kind of a red flag on this map because of what we saw versus G2.
Honestly, it's a lot like versus G2, where Art's dying in different ways, but he's still dying on these rifle
Every
rounds
time.
outside, in his different spots. He's getting countered.
Well, here we go, Furia. It's here, now, or never.
Time to bring it.
Evil Geniuses looking for a best-of-3 win, looking to try and make a deeper run, because if they had come to Europe a second time only to get eliminated with 2 best-of-3 losses, then that would have been a heartbreak, and it could have been the end of this roster as we know it. Who knows? But right now, they've got hope, and they've got a very strong stance. Over a minute still left in this round. It's a man disadvantage, sure enough, but it's a near non-existent setup here for Furia. Single flashbang on Art.
Man, the way they were moving last round was terrifying. But now they're down at least 1 number. So that thing makes things a little bit more interesting. Art still alive means they have an important pair of eyes. They start to creep out. Art dies.
Serato up here on the rafters, looking for the kill back to Ethan, gets it, and the second nearly his, but Cirque, good trade, and a bomb plant on the front side of the A site. First he fakes it, sees if anybody wants to peek from Hut, and that is not the case.
Oh, they have Tarek outside as well.
Sure enough, but Breeze, he gets his kill outside of the vent. Yuri, he's gonna get blindsided. It all falls onto Honda, Mag 7 in hand, and it is done. Evil Geniuses with a masterclass here on Nuke, dismantle Furia and send them packing. Evil Geniuses, they slowly ramp things up across this series. A valiant attempt on Mirage there from Furia means this could have been that 2-0, Mohan, but instead it's EG taking map 3.